Right, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. It is a bomb. Okay, the Nielsen data is revealing that it is not very good and has declined hugely. In fact, declined by over 26%. So pretty bad. That's not good by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, Amazon keeps threatening us with more seasons. So good times. Yay! But let's take a look. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, there was a recent report as well that seemingly indicated that Amazon basically wanted to buy the rights to the Lord of the Rings from the Embracer Group. But God, please don't do that. Anyway, if you like Season 2, you like Season 2. But yeah, this has not been very good in terms of the numbers anyway. So this article is linked down below. Check it out. But it says data tracking firm Nielsen, which is an independent tracker. So it really is, they're good. Right? Independent trackers are what you need to pay attention to, not the streaming company themselves. The streaming company is always going to sugarcoat stuff or try and spin stuff, try and make it look positive. Of course they will. It's their vested interest in doing that. But Nielsen has now released new data that shows watch time for the Rings of Power Season 2's third week. So what's that? It's fifth episode? Because didn't they release... I thought they released like 3 in one go, I think. So third week... Yeah, 4th, 5th, no, 6 episodes. But basically, third week on its top 10 charts, the overall watch time in that had been declined by 26%, which is really bad. Because they lost 50% from Season 1 to Season 2, and now they've lost another quarter? That's awful. That's, like, that is really, really bad. And that, hilariously, that is whilst Jennifer Salke, the head of Amazon MGM Studios, is attempting to put a very positive spin on the show as a success, which is obviously not. We all know this. Again, the fact that you lost 50% of your audience between seasons, that's terrible. And the fact that you've lost another quarter in a couple of weeks, that's awful. So Nielsen revealed via Variety that The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power saw total minutes watched decline to 747 million for the week of September 9th to the 15th. That is a 26.7% decline from the previous week where Nielsen reported that it had over 1 billion minutes watched. Now, it is also important to notice that these episodes are hugely long. Right? They are over an hour episodes normally. They're not short episodes. They're very, very, very long. So to rack up a lot of watch time in minutes total is actually really easy to do when you've got long episodes. It doesn't take a lot to do that. But that's really bad. And you can see it here, right? Rings of Power 747. So as noted by X-User, now it's known, not only is the show now seeing a decline week over week, which it did with the first season anyway, again, it did that first season. But it is also another piece of evidence that many people abandoned this show during the first season. Again, first season lost 50% from Season 1 to Season 2. Now, the first season's 5th episode was able to bring in 988 million minutes watched. Season 2's numbers are a decline of 24.3% compared to Season 1. So you compare, you know, the 5th episode of each season. Yeah, it's gone. You see it all here. Not doing well. Now, interestingly, these new numbers that show a significant fall off in viewership, not only within the second season, but also compared to the first season, came also, coincidentally, as Jennifer Salke informed Variety that the show is a success. Salke was asked, how have you found the reaction to Season 2? Obviously, very different marketing levels and all of that to Season 1. But that being said, over 55 million people at this point have engaged since Season 2 launched. Now that is interesting. The language there. 55 million people have engaged since Season 2 launched. That's Season 1 and 2, guys. And they're not saying people. Well, they are saying people, but I don't think they mean individual people. They just mean viewerships. What they count as a view. I bet you that's what that is. So Sulky continued. And if you look at the long-term trajectory, which is how this company looks at an asset like that, this is a long-term investment in that franchise. Great investment. You've just lost your audience. Good times. There's well over 150 million viewers watching and engaging with the show. So I feel really good. I think we all do. 150 million viewers? What is a viewer then? What are you counting this as? Right? Like, this just simply is not... This simply is false. It just is. When you've got the likes of Disney, for instance, saying that like Ahsoka got, I think they said it got like 11 or between 11 and 15 million views, their premiere episode. That was worldwide. This is nonsense. 150 million viewers? This is not right. This is them. This is a complete lie. Like, it really is a complete lie. Furthermore, Sulky indicated that the show would still continue on its 5-season plan, albeit she did not provide a firm confirmation. She was asked, is there any change to the 50-episode commitment? I don't think so. That commitment is never the thing that's driving what we're doing. We'll continue to make the show as long as we see global customers loving it and watching it to the point where it is a business. Obviously, we need a large amount of people showing up, and there are a large amount of people, so there's no debate about whether or not the show will continue. Jesus. I mean, this is gaslighting on an epic scale. So Sulky's claim about the show were already coming under fire even before the Nielsen data was released. Valiant Renegade, friend of the channel, questioned her using the term engaged rather than using standard metrics of views or watch time. Engaged. What does that mean? Exactly. What does it mean? Like, what does that mean? 150 million viewers as well? That's simply not true. It's just simply not true. Like, that's just not... It's just not right. It's not. So, I just thought I'd ask. I just thought I'd take a look at Google. There are only 200 million Prime members. Right? So, I knew this was BS. So, there's about 200 million subscribers worldwide. How are you getting 150 million viewers? I mean, that's insane. That's insane. You're lying, Jennifer. You're lying. If Amazon only has, you know, a little over 200 million Amazon Prime subscribers worldwide, okay, then you're trying to gaslight me into telling me that, well, you're having like 75% of your... It's not true. It's just simply not true. There is no way you're having engagement on that scale. It's just not true. What bollocks are you talking about? 150 million viewers. How are you getting that figure? Jennifer, how are you getting that figure? You're full of shit. You're absolutely full of shit. You really are. Anyway, there you go. Fucking lies, mate. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop it down below. Gaslighting to the extreme. If anyone repeats these numbers to you, just tell them. Like, do you actually expect people to believe that when there's only 200 million worldwide? Come on now, behave. Like, Doris from down the road ain't engaging in this. Come on. Full of shit. Anyway, leave your thoughts there. Cheers. Bye now.